Good evening, good afternoon. This is UCC Esports coming to you live from the Esports Room. I'm Jesse, otherwise known as Water Raccoon.
And I am the Mancer, also known as Eat Your Legumes.
Alright, so for anyone that's not in the know, so what we're doing today is we're having a scrimmage against Hunter College, who was also in the NYXL Spring Rally. So, yeah, that's essentially what we're doing today. It's best of 5, and it's going to be a show match.
Can't wait. So we're gonna see two teams, both who were invited to the NYXL Spring Rally.
Yep.
What do you think is gonna be the major, not necessarily focal point, like the thing that changes the balance of like the game? For example, like the maps or comps in those matches.
Honestly, I just say synergy. If they work
Synergy?
together, they can do whatever they want. I've seen comps that shouldn't work because the team was working together.
That's true. I mean, six supports somehow can still win you a match, especially even if you're in one tick, you could still
Right,
support
yeah.
yourself. But it would let's say like we have let's see we're defending. Like we're in UCCs, we're in defending.
Okay.
Like what do you think would be better? What do you think would be the best way to defend?
I'd say they should have at least maybe one tank, so one shield tank. So I'd say either maybe Orisa or Reinhardt, just backed up by a bunch of DPS. I'd recommend you could totally use a bunker comp, but you have to change it up as soon as you see Sombra come into play.
Yeah. Definitely synergy though is gonna be a major factor in this match.
Yep.
We don't know how well a team is gonna play against how well Hunter is gonna play together.
Mhm.
So like you never know if anything could happen. For example, one of their players could get tilted and things could go wrong, or they could actually like if they can pull themselves together,
Mhm.
they they could, you know.
Just for the record, most things in Overwatch, they're purely theoretical. There's a lot of factors you have to put in.
Definitely.
You might not play the same if you're angry, which I'm pretty sure I talked about that last
Yeah.
stream. But
It's
it's
a
just an important reiteration,
in competitions, it's really easy to get angry, to get frustrated.
especially when you have money on the line.
Definitely,
Mhm.
definitely. A lot of the things that I'm actually excited for is to see how UCC will do today.
I honestly believe that they've definitely improved since the last time I've watched them play, and I feel they can definitely synergize today and get what they
Definitely,
need to.
as long as the atmosphere is cool, we're cool.
Mhm.
We're definitely gonna
All right, so the maps that we are playing today are going to be Eichenwald, Dorado, Lijiang Tower, Nepal, or Kings Row. So it's basically going to be. Or do we know how it's going to be determined which map we picked? All right. So yeah, we're picking the first map right now.
go. All right, we're gonna go.
So, how do you think the state of Overwatch is going? I asked Nika this last week. How do you think it's
State
going?
of Overwatch is a game.
Yes.
Well, I feel like it's a little bit leaning towards, although we thought that goats might die, I feel like it got stronger, especially with
I can agree.
Baptiste.
I feel Baptiste reinforces it. This
Yeah.
recent Reaper buff just really reinforces it.
I mean, Reaper is more like, I don't think he reinforces a goat's comp.
I mean,
If someone takes a Winston during a goat's comp, we can counter it with a Reaper,
yeah.
especially with a 40%
I mean,
lifesteal.
the whole thing is that Reaper, since he basically just poops out DPS, I think that's where he can come into play. You can easily pick off people one by one just as him.
That's true. That's true. One of the things that also they buffed his teleport. It's a lot quicker, in and out.
Mhm.
You can pop an ult and just you're
Yeah.
out. You're gone. They won't see you.
Personally, I've never been a fan of Reapers, even
I
as a
can't play.
Junkrat
I
main.
can't play him. I can't play him.
All right, so the first map that we're going to be playing, we're going to play Nepal, which for most of you non-Overwatch players, that's a King of the Hill map. It should be a lot of fun. So, how was your day?
I am. It's doing well. I'm actually one of the things I was looking forward to do is this first time commentating. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna see how I want to see firsthand how they play, and I want to see how Hunter's gonna play too.
Mhm.
I'm kind of curious to see how the competition's gonna do. I'm curious to know how much their SR is overall. What are the SR differences?
I don't know if what's the average?
They're the 10 seed, we were the 11, so they're slightly higher than
Okay,
us.
so they're about the same skill level as us, or the same seeding.
There's a fair chance for both teams to win. Let's
Yeah,
just see how it
yeah.
goes. One of the things I am worried about, though, from the other team is if I see a Zarya Ryan in my games, I see a
Well,
Zarya Ryan, I
usually,
run.
usually when you play games now in Overwatch, you're bound to see Zarya. Because
Zarya Ryan.
Zarya is single-handedly probably one of the highest skilled tanks in the game. She
One-
can single-handedly carry a team if you really need her to.
One of the things I've noticed, though, is on escort missions, usually one of the best ways to defend, grab a wrecking ball, just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Kind of like
I usually notice on maps like Nepal, Wrecking Ball works fine. If you have Shrine, you have that big pillar in the middle, just spin around and whack people.
or anywhere you can boot people off,
Mm-hmm.
wrecking ball is the best. Aside, it takes a little bit of skill to get some boops off, but they're so rewarding.
Yeah, they're
So
very
rewarding.
effective too.
Extremely rewarding. Sorry, what are you excited for though? That's my question.
I'm honestly excited to see how the team's going to play today. I think that should be incredibly interesting.
Definitely. After all, the owls are the wisest, so I want to see how the shot calls are. I want to see how everything goes.
If they rely on Julian's shot calling, they should be fine.
There's definitely gonna be a lot of synergy today. I feel like they played a lot together. They get along.
The only issue, I don't want to see them become tilted. Because if you play tilted, like I've said
Tilted towers.
a million time and one, you don't play well when you're angry. You get tunnel vision. And that's
Exactly.
not fun.
Especially if you play Ryan, you just charge in blindly. You never know.
Hmm.
It's one of the things that it's almost in every sport. Any type of frustration is a hindrance.
Exactly.
The only time tunnel vision is ever good is if you're a swimmer or if you're running, but never good in a competitive match.
That's me.
I can't. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm
A little shaky?
a little cold because I'm excited because they also
Yeah, I'm
turn on the
actually-
AC in here. It's
yeah,
actually good.
My hands are a bit cold right now that you bring it up.
Yeah, I'm actually for the first time because last time we were here, I was just spectating.
Mhm.
It was hot, and that could also
was
explain
boiling
why
here last
it's
time.
so easy to get frustrated when the room is hot. But it's no pun intended. It's easier to stay cool when the room is chilled.
Mhm.
You know.
But sometimes I notice if the room might be a little cold and your fingers get cold, you might tense up a little bit and
Definitely.
that delayed muscle reaction. I'm not looking for excuses. I'm just saying what's happened to me sometimes.
Sometimes you get like a little jitter. It's also like a lot in the atmosphere.
Mhm.
For example, another thing like when you get tilted, or sometimes you get a little frustrated and you're just trying to focus too much. You notice a little jitter.
All right, so it looks like the teams are assembling who they want to pick for their teams.
I love this map. All right, so we do have. Ooh. Who do you think? I wonder what they're going today.
Most likely, just depending on how Overwatch is right now,
Sexy back.
they might stick with Goats Comp.
Goats comp is definitely Goats comp is definitely a yes. My question is, have you ever made any of those basketballs?
I've made it once.
I never made it. All right, so they seem to have chosen.
This is not like a Goats Comp. This seems incredibly.
Enemy team is going Goats comp though.
Yeah, that's classic Goats Comp.
Hunter's good.
Triple tank, triple support. Our Union seems to be focusing on a more DPS-based approach as they have Sombra, Genji, Junkrat, and Wrecking Ball.
The damage will definitely help, but the one thing I'm worried about though is that Diva bomb. We don't have any shields.
That's
BCZ
true.
has no shield.
That's actually true.
Maybe what we'd have to do, we'd have to like, focus that Diva first, make sure she doesn't get ult charge. We see
Really,
Wrecking Ball
really
run to the
what we
back.
could do, since we're seeing Jordy playing Sombra, he could totally hack and get rid of any skills that they might want to use for this match.
Definitely. The Ryan is super low.
Yep.
He's one hit. He's
Oh,
down.
Fast.
That's
They
good.
killed Reinhardt very easily.
Their Reinhardt's down. Their
Looks
ooh,
like
their Zen is
Charmaine's
down.
gone.
Their Zarya's half. She's still
So
regaining.
Julian has just killed the Zenyatta.
We only lost one. We only lost one. Well, that was Genji. Genji's back.
It's like they're holding down this point. Damn.
Damn. That is one.
Julian just
A
crushed
99%
him,
ult
literally.
charge. 99% ult charge.
It's
He
like
already has
Slap
one.
already had his ult, so he used it to take out the enemy Zarya.
That
He
is
got
insane.
Diva out of mech now.
They're absolutely rolling through them at the moment. Baby Diva's down.
So let's not get too cocky now.
I know. I'm just getting hopeful.
Charlemagne playing Genji.
Is it me? Yep. Ryan is hacked. He said 86%.
All right, it looks like they don't want to venture out too much. They don't want to lose this significant lead that they have right now.
They should really be careful with that.
Exactly.
They have to be careful
Ooh,
with
the
that
enemy
diva.
team has just pulled out a Pharah.
Do
And
they
the
have a hit
issue,
scan? We do
They,
not have a
they
hit scan.
only have a Sombra hit scan, but Sombra is not going to do enough damage.
She's not.
Unless they
She can
have
hack
very
him.
good tracking.
She also has to hack him to bring him down. The Ryan is down.
So
the-
Jordy's just killed the Reinhardt again.
I believe the Diva's still out of mech. No, she's back in mech. As we see,
Julian has just popped his ult, killed their Hamza.
their Pharah's down.
Sombra coming in against the Pharah. Julian crushing the Zenyatta again.
Good. Lucio has
He really
ult.
has it out for that Zenyatta right now.
Definitely take it out as Zenyatta. If he ults, it's too much of a clutch ult.
Yeah.
You can live through everything unless
Very
it's enough
powerful.
damage. We do have EMP though, so how will we use it? Seems
All
like
right,
Charlie
looks like they're going to try and push up a little bit, and they swapped out their Reinhardt for Winston.
Our Sombra's low. She
Ooh,
EMP'd. Nice.
she EMP'd 5 members of the
Alright,
6
so
enemy team.
their Zen is down again. So is their Pharah. Monkey's low. Monkey's really low.
This
Lucio's
is-
down.
This is impeccable teamwork I'm
70%.
seeing right here.
Hell yeah.
This is
Absolutely. It looks
impressive.
great. It looks like it's going really well.
Mhm.
And I'm surprised that Diva. I don't believe the Diva has gotten a kill with her bomb. Now that I've seen. Zen
Yeah,
does have ult.
that's actually a notable observation.
Yeah. We don't even
Considering
have
that they
shield.
don't have, they don't have
a
any
shield.
shields. But most characters, these characters mainly have mobility on their side.
That is true. Easy to hide behind pillars. Easy to hide behind the wall.
Sombra with her translocation, she throw around a wall, she's out of there.
Pharah does have ult. She seems to be
Ooh,
looking for a
let's see.
thick ult. There
Ooh.
she is.
Oh,
She
she
is
wasted
down.
that ult.
She
It's
is
like
down.
Slap coming in with that concussion mine.
Lucio
So it
still
looks like
does
it's
have
only
ult.
their Diva
I like
trying to
Lucio
push
does
that
have ult.
point. Now their enemy Lucio is trying to contest that point too.
They're maintaining it. They can clear it.
Diva's dead.
That round is a win.
Not yet.
The
Wait,
round
it's
seems-
not over yet.
It does seem to be a win there.
Yes. Okay.
That
Now
was
it's
a
over.
win.
I have to say that was
That
was
was-
very fluid.
Very good.
That was some beautiful shot calling.
The Zen died multiple times. They kept him down. That's smart. Once he ults,
You
he
gotta
gets
get
that
you
ult
gotta
on.
get rid of the supports first.
Supports first, then everybody falls underneath. It's very interesting. This one, we have to watch out for the boots.
Sanctum.
To watch out for the.
Sanctum is a very
Trick.
environmental heavy map.
Yep. You gotta
So-
watch out for the hooks. You gotta watch out for the yoinks. You gotta watch out for the boops. Everything.
The orbs too; those are always annoying. You know?
Exactly.
Be having a good game, just
And
gone.
one of the things I do like about this map, though, is the ability of zone denial at choke. For example, a Wrecking Ball ult could hold them off enough.
The only issue too is that if one team has the point, and the other people they can't keep pushing the same choke. They have to flank if they want to be able to have a chance at contesting that point. And that's what I think people forget.
It seems like the enemy team took an Orisa, and their Lucio is low. Lucio, but he's half back to half health.
Looks like they've switched out.
The
They're
Brig is down. No, that's McCree. Our Sombra was just
Charlemagne
left in
picking
dead.
off the McCree in exchange for their enemy Lucio picking off Jordy.
Our Jewel seems to be doing well. He's hacked. He's currently hacked.
So it looks like they picked up on the hint that Sombra would help them a lot, so now the enemy team has started using Sombra. Beautiful pick from Charlemagne right there against their
Good.
enemy Orisa.
His Widow's very well.
Oh my,
Oh,
Charlie, if you're seeing this, that's God tier.
Charlie,
Ooh.
Charlie, bro.
Ah, that was
Ooh.
his end. But he still had a
Their
nice
Sombra's
little
good.
streak going there.
Definitely.
Julian trying to zone them out with the mines.
Charlemagne's Widowmaker is actually very good. I've seen
Yeah,
him play.
he has very good tracking.
Absolutely. Headshot, headshot, headshot. It seems like they're taking a soldier
One
now.
shot, one kill.
Definitely. It seems they're taking a soldier now.
Looks like they're trying to push right now. They might try and fall down that pit there.
Road does
I'm
have
not
ult.
entirely sure. Alright,
Where
looks
does
like
that
our Orisa, PJ, has started using his ult.
Zone denial from Wrecking Ball. That's good.
Alright.
They're stuck in there.
Alright, enemy Roadhog used his ult and killed Julian. Looks like
It's
their
very
enemy
important to hold off at this point.
enemy soldier has just killed Charlie. And Orisa has just killed
It seems
Orisa, excuse me, Moira.
Slap pop
Slap
them ult.
picking off one person.
That's good. Take the tank down, and then it's easier to roll through. Definitely contesting the point. It doesn't matter if you die on point as long as you have.
Alright,
as long
looks
as
like
you hold
they're having a chokehold on this point right now.
it. Our Lucio seems to
They
have
do not want to give this up.
way too boss does seem to have his ult. So if anything happens, as long as the Zombra does not hack him, which they
Julian-
actually got rid of it, so he's okay.
Alright. So John's got to play it safe here if he doesn't want to get pushed off the edge, because Lucio can recover. All right, looks
But
like
it's
the
too
enemy team has
difficult.
captured the point for
But
now because they eliminated the last of our team members. There.
The Union Owls, though, they have quite of an advantage in terms of timing.
All right,
They
so it
already
looks like
seem-
they're trying to regroup before they make another push.
Charlie just got picked off.
All right.
If you
Charlie
see,
got picked off, and Julian just tried to push in and
enemy
scare
team
them a little
currently
bit.
has 5 ults. They're just missing one from road.
I think what they're going to try and do is they've already had their push now, so now they're going to try and keep it, and if they have to use the ults altogether, they will. That's what I think is going to go on.
Most likely, the Hunter will probably just shield and protect the McCree during that ult. And at that point, they would be vulnerable for a hack. Maybe hack that 9 noon.
All right, so if they really want to get this ult usage obliterated, yes,
EMP.
that was good. That was good. They got half the team members on the enemy team with that.
Definitely.
Julian, oh,
Very low.
low on health.
One of our supports is down. Enemy team does have both supports.
So it looks like they knew that they had all their ults, so now they're going to try and hold back a little bit.
Definitely.
Oh, so Julian's
Jump
now
right
switching out to Reinhardt.
Switch. That is very smart. They probably won't.
So now they have a shield tank that can help them.
Definitely.
Protect them against Honest Sleep and Grenade if they have to.
Hooks.
Roadhog's Hook, yeah.
Definitely. Hooks are very viable in this map, and also,
Exactly.
although they're type difficult to hit,
Anything that can create space between you or push you away, that's an ideal thing to have on this map.
definitely.
Ooh,
absolutely.
looks like they're playing on the edge here. They're
All right,
slowly
so
trying. We have Jordy playing Zarya, killing everyone
Their
one by
Anna
one.
is down. She's back up, and their McCree's also down. They have to be careful with the road ult.
Beautiful tracking by mainly Jordy.
Wow,
Leading
Jordy
coming in.
doing very well.
TJ's doing well. Slap.
Junkrat just popped his ult. Where is he going with it? He took it out
So
the
much
DPS.
happening here, guys.
Now
They
just have to-
managed to take that point back yet again.
Yet again, they also have to hold this choke, or if not, they're gonna. The other team is probably gonna have to flank, and they're gonna have to waste time on that.
They're gonna have to. I don't think they might be able to break through this
Charlie
choke, but
with
I don't want to be
distracting.
quoted on that.
Lucio did pop his ult, but they're down.
All right, so it looks like Charlie just pushed back their enemy Hanzo with
Filling
the
up.
shotgun. So
Going to overtime.
Hanzo might try and
McCree is down. That is. The Rhine is the only one alive.
And
And
then
that's game.
first match goes
First
to
match.
Union.
First match, Union Owls.
That was beautiful.
That's
All
absolutely
right.
great.
So what did you like seeing in that map?
Oh, like definitely the synergy. Like everyone played so well together, and it wasn't like a constant.
Looks like
just
Jordy
one
got
person.
play of the game for killing someone who was trying to use their ult.
The
So it was
tracking
Hanzo.
on Hanzo. I would be so
beautiful
mad if
tracking.
being the McCree. I'd probably be mad.
Yeah, that's
Definitely. You're trying to
that.
pop.
That was some beautiful teamwork that they had in that map.
Definitely.
I hope that they better hope that they're able to continue this energy though, going to the next couple of
Definitely.
matches.
Usually when you get rolled through like that, you'll get tilted. So maybe
It's a little demoralizing.
it's a little demoralizing. Yes, it is. So a lot of times in games, you have, like especially in competitive, teams would most likely get mad, frustrated when they get rolled through. Like when they get when they did well. Obviously, Hunter did very well. They definitely captured the point very well. They kept it up as much as they could. But when it's very demoralizing when, especially when you like get booped off, when you start dying, especially when your supports die.
Yeah.
Then you have
It's
no
just
lifeline.
a feeling of hopelessness.
Exactly. You have no
if you
lifeline.
if you have no healing, then you have no hope.
You
If you have no hope, you have no win.
heals equals hope. That's what it means.
Yes.
Heals equals hope. It's just like everything you see in a competitive games and in ranked also, healers, tanks, you take one of them down, their squishies and their DPSs.
It's like the
almost
glue that holds them together. Now it's just kind of falling off, and it's all
Exactly.
scattered about.
And then when you saw the the McCree trying to pop that really clutch ult, once he got canceled off, once he got killed because of it, that's very demoralizing. It'll affect you. It'll affect your confidence if you're trying to.
I'll
pop an
have to
ult.
give the McCree a benefit of a doubt. At least he tried to do what he could
definitely.
in the last moment there.
Definitely.
It may not have paid off, but he tried.
Exactly. That's like one of the demoralizing things.
All right, so next map that I'm seeing is that we're going to be playing King's Row, which for most of my non-Overwatch players is a, how would you say? It's capture and
Capture
then
and escort.
Yes.
Capture and escort is definitely a good map to take Torbjorn and other turrets, especially.
You want to get that bunker comp going.
Amazing. It's really good. It's a really good map. I actually enjoy Wrecking Ball on that one.
Hmm.
Definitely. I mean,
You have a
can't
lot of
get
versatility of where you can go.
exactly. You can't get the boops off, but you can definitely keep people off the point or off the
All right, so
trolley.
we've swapped out PJ for Fallen, who, for most of the people not in the know, Fallen is our only Grandmaster player, and he loves Torbjorn. He loves Torbjorn.
Loves Torbjorn or loves?
Mm,
That idolizes Torbjorn.
yes,
Idolizes
yes.
Torbjorn.
I
Idolize.
used love in the wrong context.
He idolizes it. It's he's so good at it. It's
If you
insane. I've
ever-
seen him play. He
If
has
you've ever
incredible
watched him
accuracy.
play, he doesn't even rely so much on the turret. He's actually very good with using his projectiles.
With the hammer also.
The hammer.
The hammer.
Fallen loves the hammer too.
He loves the hammer. Absolutely.
Hmm.
I'm kind of curious what Hunter's gonna go in this one. It's this map offers quite a lot of options. That's why I love it.
Yes, yes.
Usually, a lot of times, especially when you're on attack,
Hmm.
people do like to take Widowmaker and hide it right in spawn.
Hmm.
On top of that window. Good vantage point.
Really, what they could do if they want to already stagger the enemy team, if they pop a Widow up top there and they get at least one pick on a support, that's already one of their supports down. They could try and make a push off that.
Definitely. It's gonna be a really interesting match. Hunter does seem to be on attack.
So Hunter's relying back on what they usually did, was just typical GOATS comp, but instead of having another, not support, DPS, they're switching out for Sombra.
It's very interesting.
So I'm assuming that they're going to try and use that to break through our defense. And
What I'm curious though, I feel like the Sombra might have a tough time hacking. She most likely will, because once she loses that invisibility, she does not only just has the turret, but she has everybody else.
it's not even that. I would say that she has the turret after her if she decides to uncloak in the wrong place. But most likely, someone's going to be on her. So I'd say for the most part, Charlie will definitely be able to find her if she decides to do something like that. And Fallen will easily be on
The
her.
Rhine, they do seem to be going to the right, trying to touch point as soon as possible. The Rhine.
So they're not
is
doing a
going
direct
right.
approach.
Fallen
like
was
that.
just hacked,
All right, so
but does
Fallen
not
could
stop
not
the
kill
Torb main.
Sombra, but Sombra had to charge away to get out.
Very interesting route they're taking.
Mhm.
Usually a lot of people would like to go straight forward, or if they go
All
right,
right,
it's
Julian seems to be pushing up a little bit, trying to scout the area.
their break does seem to be going
Ooh.
from behind. That's interesting.
Beautiful shot from Charlie.
Their Ana
Ooh,
is
looks
down.
like their
That's one
Brigitte is
healer down.
aware of Charlie's position.
Their Lucio is also aware.
I need healing.
The Rhine is almost half. You have to watch out for that.
What I'm curious of is most of them are off the point. Why are they not attacking?
I believe they're trying to get as many picks as possible, or maybe farm ult and then push for have a really strong push.
What Hunter could definitely do, they could totally use Lucio, distract them a little bit, and get their other team to try and start capping the point. But it
Well,
looks like
Baptiste. Oh, Fallen does seem to be hacked. Our Torb main is in trouble, but he's doing so well. And then they're pushing us. They're trying to keep him off point, but
Alright.
they only have one person touching point.
all right, so that was pretty much a wipe.
Only person alive is our way to boss. Now
Ooh, he's gone.
don't worry about it.
So that was a beautiful use of a Sombra ult from the enemy team there.
definitely.
that
I
was-
feel like that's what that was definitely
That was what they were
going
waiting for.
Definitely,
Not to mention in conjunction with Reinhardt's Earth Shatter.
definitely. Once you have no shields and no protection,
Exactly, you're sitting with your pants down.
definitely that Baptiste frisbee does come in handy. You can survive them with anything. They can't destroy. They have to aim at it. That's one of the things that I feel like,
Looks like Slap is playing Baptiste.
because Baptiste is very good. Didn't play it before. We do seem to have Baptiste ult and also
Looks like Jordy's back on playing Zarya again.
a Zarya Rhine combo maybe. Most likely.
Maybe.
A good charge. Definitely. The enemy team does seem to be going the
But
same
the
way.
issue is that they don't really have any ults that can be used to mass wipe the team.
That is true.
They have a lot of more defensive ults.
That is true. But our right is still at 66% ult charge. Maybe a good
Jordy's
check.
at full charge right now, so if he
Same
can
there.
get his tracking close enough to them, he can melt them a little bit.
Definitely, especially melt through that Rhine shield.
Alright, Fallen heading back a little bit.
Spawn back.
Alright,
Rhine is ult. ulted.
All right, so they placed up that immortality shield. They
Our
do
Sombra
not
was
want to let
just
that go.
You now Sombra was just hacked. She's
Fallen,
fine.
coming back in with the shotgun mode.
Definitely. Once he, the zone denial on his ult is amazing. Not to mention that it lasts so long and you can't clear it out. You have to wait.
But what he also has to look out for is that can also hurt him. If he stands in that molten lava, he will get burned.
That is true.
So it looks like Charlie's trying a more stealthy approach. And he's going to break through the
Maybe an
defense.
EMP?
That's a beautiful...
EMP, they're all
oh my
hacked.
goodness.
Combo.
Oh my...
Triple ult.
Got 3 members of their team there. And now the enemy Sombra's hacked, so she can't effectively do anything unless...
The hack does last only very little.
But that could be crucial between...
Definitely crucial during team matches,
Yes.
during team games, and especially in team fights. It's very crucial. Their enemy one does have ult. They might be looking for a way. They're trying to bait out the Rhino.
Alright, so they still have 2 ults. Looks like the enemy Sombra has just gotten her ult. They're stacking up their ults again.
Zarya just popped ult.
Now, Sombras, yes, that's what I was
Their
expecting.
enemy Sombra also popped ult.
So it looks like what I'm seeing from Hunter is that they're relying their strategy based on
Sombra.
Zarya and Sombra,
Definitely.
which I've never really seen that much happen before. Ooh.
Enemy Ryan just threw himself out of the map. Enemy Anna is also down. Brig is at 91% ult charge. She seems to be. She's low.
Alright, so it looks like they're trying to pick off each member of UCC one at a time. That's basically Goat's comp.
There's
Julian wants to be aggressive. Oh!
extremely large
Massive
shatter.
shatter.
Massive.
But
They're Brig ulted.
Yeah, they're Brigitte saved them.
We do.
That immortality field was up. That still would have helped them out a lot.
It was up. But
It was up, but it
but the
wasn't up
problem
long enough.
you get thrown out. Once you get thrown out of that, especially by
That's what's
right
really
charge,
obvious.
it's over. It seems like they're probably also they're acting a little bit more aggressive than before.
Yes.
Definitely.
They definitely know who their threats are now.
Our Ryan is slept. He's back up. Back to half. Lucio is low.
Oh,
Charlie
looks
seems
like
to be going for
he knew
quick
that they
little-
were going to try and attack him all at once.
definitely.
Alright, looks like Fallen is playing Brigitte now. I guess he realized that maybe shields might not be the way to go with this map.
And Lucio was hacked. He's back to full health.
Ooh,
Enemy
Reinhardt
team.
with that shatter.
Charlie seems to be waiting for the perfect EMP. He has no choice but to pop it right now.
Ooh. Looks like Charlie got all of them with that ult, but it won't be enough to help them enough now.
Unfortunately,
Alright, so Hunter made it to the end. So hopefully UCC can match that energy and get all the way to the end if they have to.
Definitely.
Which they're gonna have to.
it's I don't know if they're gonna change for especially for defense Hunter. May because obviously in attack they're definitely revolving around their Sombra. So what will they change to? Because although Sombra is any hero is viable in any situation as long as you're able to play around them properly.
Yeah.
So my question is like, what would they do? Because I think the Union Owls will expect the Sombra, and they will most likely have it. They will most likely go a comp. They'll counter that Sombra.
I think what they can definitely do is that if the enemy team does not have a Sombra, they can play as aggressively as they want. Because all it is if they have a lot of shields, the whole name of the game when you do that is you got to break through their shields first.
It seems that they're going to Mei for defense. Mei is quite a hassle.
Alright, looks like UCC is going textbook Goats comp. So is enemy team, but except they're swapping out what we haven't seen since the one match against Yukon, where they used a Mei instead of another tank. Which, this should be interesting.
Definitely interesting.
Because the last time this actually benefited Yukon, and we had a difficult time dealing with this.
One of the things I am worried about though is a Mei ult. A Mei ult can break a game completely. If she can get enough people in there, the only people that can get out is Zarya and whoever she bubbles. So it's she's gonna have to have at least both bubbles up. Lucio does seem to be speeding through.
Alright, so are they going to be able to break through all these shields first?
Mei has walled them off, and now she's
Jordy already pretty much at max charge. She just needs to get a little bit of a boost now. He's at max charge now, so which means he can basically melt anyone that tries to stand in his way. He's playing very reserved, which is typical when you're Zarya. You want to keep that energy there. Ooh, they're picking off one by one.
They're anti. Enemy Ryan's anti.
All right.
He's back to almost back to full.
So they basically knew what they wanted to do here, and they had this formulated for a while.
They already have one tick very quickly. They're all anti. That's a large anti.
That was a very large anti. All right, Reinhardt down.
Zarya low.
Zarya down.
It seems their break already has ult. That's pretty impressive in such a short amount of time. Their N is also low. That was
Looks like
quick capture.
Yeah.
Very quick capture.
Looks like Jordy was playing incredibly vindictive there. He wanted something proof.
But you know, it takes a very long time to get ult on Zarya, and he got it extremely quickly.
He makes Zarya look easy to play.
Absolutely, especially with this tracking. Let's see. I believe they nerfed her though, didn't they? They lowered the damage in the beam.
I'm not sure. I haven't played her since then.
Our Ryan does seem to be anti.
All right. Oh.
Nice ult.
Ooh, oh, beautiful shatter.
That's great. Zarya is low.
All right. Are they going to be able to capitalize off of this? No. Looks like Julian is dead.
The Mei has popped her ult, keeping them off of it. They seem to be pushing back.
Wow. That was quite a counterattack.
Definitely. They could. Our Ana is down.
All right. Looks like they're going to head back and try and formulate a new strategy.
Most likely they're probably going to camp the objective, try to keep them off camp spawn. Try to keep them off as much as possible, lower the time. They're going on high ground, which is very smart.
All right. Ooh, enemy Zarya has popped her ult. All right.
They seem to only get one person with that ult.
They weren't able to capitalize us as much as they thought they would.
Enemy Ryan has just popped Shatter. How long is that stun?
No, he knew he was stunned. I think he knew he wouldn't be able to run away.
Definitely. I understand.
All right, so they're definitely going to play a little bit more reserved here. They don't want to push up too
Their
much.
Ana does have supercharge. Who do you think she might charge?
Honestly, I think if they're able to get a beautiful stun like how they've been getting, she's going to boost Reinhardt.
Absolutely.
'Cause at least with that, you can club people to death. All right, so it looks like the enemy team is aware of their aerial assault. All right, so it looks like they're focusing Reinhardt. Reinhardt's down, but so is Julian.
That's a 1-for-1. One right for another. Charlie does seem to almost have ult. He might be able to pop it here.
All right.
Or maybe not. Yes, he is.
Oh, looks like Charlie's using his ult. See what he can do.
That
Got the enemy Zarya.
That's
all right, but now he has to deal with a Mei, a Brigitte, and a very angry.
And now he's
very angry.
Mei has ult again. She popped it. Again, that is such a make or break ult.
I think that's why they chose Mei, because Mei recently got her buff where she's able to freeze multiple people at a time just with a regular beam. So I think that's why they chose Mei. They're being able to capitalize off of this.
She's very, how to say, very well made for defense. And not just defense, but also in offense, she's also very useful. Because once
enemy Brigitte used her ult.
Zarya is down.
So Julian's almost close to getting his ult again.
Charlemagne is down. We do seem to have 3 ults. 4 ults. Most likely saving.
Alright, so it looks like Julian's going to try and... Ooh.
They're all anti.
That was aggressive. So it looks like they're just going to try and spawn lock them there for the rest of the game.
They are going for high ground. Maybe they can get a good
Charlie
jump on them.
switching to Reaper. I guess he knows that he needs those tanks down and fast. Especially because this comp doesn't really, the enemy team's comp doesn't really allow them a lot of DPS. I feel like Charlie might be able to capitalize off that.
He will outdamage them, but the one problem is that Brig ult. If Brig
or
has
not even
that
that, but the Mei. The Mei's able to freeze it. He's just sitting down.
or an Ana sleep.
Julian just got 2 people. Charlie picking up. Fallen's down. All right,
Yes.
looks like
3 down.
enemy Reinhardt was supercharged.
Reinhardt is off ult.
All right. So it looks like now they've killed everyone. Now they're going to try and push the cart a little bit. Looks like now we're going to try and spawn lock them for all those, what was that, a minute and a half of aggression that they just had there.
Yeah. We do have 2 sustained ults. It'll be very useful, especially once that Mei ult pops up. It's very,
Here we see
very.
Jordy spraying on the wall. Hope maybe he's just thinking about what he's going to do.
He does have a grab. He's most likely waiting for that, a really large grab when everybody's huddled up in the alleyway. Alright, so our both Briggs have popped their ult.
Oh, looks like John came in with that clutch ult from Lucio and was able to protect them.
That
Charlie's
is Ryan
coming
down.
in. I don't think I've ever seen the 1 and 5 assists with a kill. All right, so now they're gonna
Loser
have.
just popped the ult.
I think this might be it for this match.
There is one way they could get back.
No,
If they
I
can
don't-
get one
they
good
have 10
push.
seconds. They have 10 seconds to push
Oh.
that. I don't think they're gonna have time to.
Oh no, I didn't pay attention to the time. Honestly, it's
All right,
possible.
looks like they just wanted to get some usage out of the ult. Oh,
Never too late.
never mind.
Never
it looks
too
like
late.
Julian's
Wrecking
trying
Ball.
to use Wrecking Ball to contest the point.
Wrecking Ball is very clutch. Maybe he can hold it long enough. No, that does seem to be it for this match.
All right. Looks like Hunter's won the second round.
1-1.
Yeah.
There's still a good chance. They need 2 more wins each.
Look, someone dropped their gun on the floor.
Darn.
It's like the enemy gotta play the game.
She's very, I say, useful. Stun, boot,
She's
heal.
definitely a very forgiving character to say.
Very forgiving. Her heal is very fast. It's instant healing and it stacks over your health and armor. It's
Well,
very useful.
that game was very eventful to say the least.
Definitely, Hunter definitely came back from the last round.
Yeah, they definitely did.
That's a vote of confidence.
I think what worked for them, they pulled Goat's Comp, but they swapped out one of their tanks for Mei. And considering how Mei plays now, that's really helping them out.
Definitely.
It's the only way I can say it.
One of the things I am kind of curious about is how do they communicate? Like, I understand
actually like-
talking.
yeah,
but
I would like to see how they communicate outside of what they do.
especially they act very quickly. They act very quickly.
I think you can just go.
So now we're just waiting for updates on what's going to happen next. See behind us, we're in our school, in our library.
Library. No one else complaints, hopefully.
It happened
But-
last time. Somebody complained about us, and
But what can you do when you're placed here? I guess
exactly.
Exactly. One of the things that really, that I like about that match, that round, that 1 split second, a Wrecking Ball gives you hope. Wrecking Ball gives you hope. That little man with a little
I think-
hamster in the ball.
I
hope.
think Julian knows that he might have to switch to Wrecking Ball if need be, just to be able to contest a point.
What are we playing? What map is
Test.
this right now? What you
I
know what
don't
it is?
think he told us yet.
I don't know yet.
But from what I've been hearing from the little flutters, it might be El Dorado.
2 bridges, right? Am I right?
Sure.
Am I correct?
Oh,
Oh, Li Zhang.
correction. We're actually doing Lijiang Tower. So for most of our non-Overwatch people, that is a King of the Hill map.
I low-key
one
feel like a
that's-
non-Overwatch person.
It's very environmentally focused. You have 2 maps that you could theoretically wipe off an enemy team if they decide to go that way. You have Garden, you have that bridge that you can knock them off that way, and then you have that whole pit around you.
Again, Wrecking Ball is definitely a viable option. Always.
That could actually work for
Forever.
them if they use Wrecking Ball and just whack them off the edge.
It's like whack a hamster. Instead of whack-a-mole, whack a hamster. Just rolls around.
Especially with Wrecking Ball, it's like having your mom backhand you and then flip you off afterwards.
You okay? You okay?
I love my mom. It's nothing
I love
against
my mom
her.
I love your mom too. She's a very nice woman. I never met her, but
She is very nice. I bet
Alright.
yours is too.
well, definitely. All right, so let's get back to Overwatch. One of the things I am actually very, very excited.
All right, so it looks like Fallen and John are out, and Bumo and PJ are back in. So this should be interesting. So now that they don't really have a Torbjorn player, and now they have John not playing, this should be interesting
Who they sub him out for again?
for PJ and wow, I forgot again.
PJ goes for Ash. It would be insane.
Yeah, Bumo and PJ. PJ, for most of you that don't watch, PJ is an obnoxiously good Ashe player. That's really the only way I can describe it. That knocking makes me think someone's at the door.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I was like, we weren't that loud. We're pretty quiet compared to most times.
But basically, for people who know PJ, he plays a lot of hit scan. He's very good at Counter-Strike. So that's where he derives.
practice.
Yeah, no, literally,
Yeah.
that's where he derives all his skill in Ashe. Is he plays a lot of Counter-Strike.
Very quick flicks. I've seen him play. Very much like Charlie in terms of hit scan.
Very versatile with the dynamite and basically just overall knowledge of skills.
Although people may say Ashe is a easy hero,
I
it's
feel
still you kind of have to learn the best way to play her, and PJ definitely knows
She's
how.
definitely more forgiving in terms of when you want to engage in team fights because she has the shotgun. If you want to deal lots of damage to a large group, you have the dynamite. But in terms of mechanical aim, I mean, if you're using just the regular from the hip lever action, you're not going to be doing a lot of damage. But if you scope it down and you're good with your hits, you can
Do a lot of
pick
damage.
people off one by one.
Exactly, especially with Bob. Nano boost the Bob. Put a Baptiste ult right in front of Bob.
That's the most obnoxious
Yeah.
thing ever.
It is, and it works. That's what I love about this game. Anything that's obnoxious just works. And we
All right,
this
so it
seems to
looks
be
like
on.
we're starting off with Night Market.
Ooh, this map might be. Do you believe they might go goats come again with 1 DPS?
They might. They could definitely use. What's the word? They could. Dang, now I've forgotten the word. They could employ a comp that is focused mainly around environmentals, because they usually like popping in a Lucio.
Or
You
okay,
get Julian with Wrecking Ball, just whack them all off the edge.
Speaking of, they do seem to be going for a semi goats comp with a Sombra, and then
So Hunter seems to be going with a comp that they know works for them. And ours now is more based on getting individual picks now. So we have PJ playing Reaper. We have Charlie back on Widow, which we know how his Widow is. Jordy's back on Sombra. Julian back on Wrecking Ball, which that's refreshing. We have Bumo playing Zenyatta.
they're very high mobility. So even if they do
And
pop
then-
that Evo ult,
and then I
it's
can't-
still pretty easy to get around corners.
I forgot to mention one player. I forgot Slap. I love
How
Slap.
you forget him? It's my
Yeah.
boy. Are you gonna forget
Slap. We have Slap playing Lucio. I
Right,
know
that's-
he's very good at Lucio. Alright, so it looks like Jordy's trying to see what he can engage. Alright, so they're trying to pick off Diva.
They are slap
Julian's
Slap
going
and
right
more
for the
advantage.
tanks.
Zed
They have
is
their
down.
Reinhardt down. Alright, looks like they've lost 2 members of their team.
2 for
We
1.
lost Julian in and
Diva is
Bumo.
at a mech.
Alright, so Slap, if he can have his good aim, that wasn't even an issue of bad aim. That was just
That was
he
just
had everyone
damage.
yeah.
You got
And they were healing him, or healing the enemy that he was attacking.
Damn it.
Alright, so it looks like Jordy's trying to play more reserve again. I think he's going to try and get either one of the tanks so they can get rid of either their shield.
enemy EMP.
Oh!
That's
It's
a
like
very
Jordy
good
just
pick.
got their Brigitte. Oh, Julian
Julian.
coming in. Charlie
That is-
picking them off one by one.
3 down on the enemy team.
Alright,
Oh.
Diva's out of mech.
Lucio is
That was relentless. They were not going to let her get away with that.
there. We already have
Alright,
4
so it looks
ults
like
on
we've
unit
captured
outside.
the point, and they're at 34% now. So, now we have PJ playing in his mariachi skin for Reaper. He's definitely seeing what he can do.
El Blanco skin, definitely a go-to. It's a beautiful skin. Charlie back.
Charlie
with his
trying to get
Widow.
some of those flicks. Oh, now he has the thermal vision, so he's going to be able to see what to shoot at.
They're definitely hiding. They know they're gonna get hit. They had. If our Sombra can get a hack on that Ryan, Charlemagne's shots
Ooh,
would definitely land.
PJ's gone. Ooh, looks like PJ had just used his ult too. His ult is gone now.
Diva does seem to have ult.
So
You're gonna
Julian,
have to watch out for that.
I think Julian's going to try and zone them out now.
You will have to hold on to that ult. Definitely want to use it in the best situation possible. They do seem to be trying to
Spawn lock them again.
definitely. That is something that is very hard to deal with. especially when there's only one way out of your spawn. One or two ways.
Alright, so Julian is trying to go for a side assault. Oh, he's going to try and back cap the point a little bit. Or use his ult too. Definitely be able to utilize
Ryan
it.
is very low. Ryan is down, 2 down on their anti. Diva is popping ult.
Looks like
Anna is low.
Julian remembers the injustices they just caused him. Oh! That was in and out.
Lucio does seem to have some armor from Brig. He
Yikes.
is low though.
Julian is not letting them get away with this.
Enemy EMP.
It looks like they all got picked off one by one by the Ana. I haven't seen that in a while. DPS Ana.
I've seen it work. Be surprised.
Alright, so Hunter just won the first little round of Lijiang. So now I would assume that they have to revise their strategy. They might have to match that GOATS comp feel.
Definitely. They also have to watch out for that Sombra hacking. And that the antis from Ana. Very, very hard. Let's see. Zone now is very useful in almost everywhere, but in this map, probably even better.
So, control tower. Ooh, looks like we have a notification that Kojo has stopped playing Overwatch.
That's unfortunate.
It is. We miss Kojo.
We miss your Genji.
So it looks like Julian is going to try and play a little sneaky with Hamster. Ooh, never mind.
Trying to break that shield. Maybe. Let's see if they're going for a
So it looks
hack.
like he's just going to keep spinning around like a little pendulum, trying to see what he can do.
You get
piss off the enemy
you
team.
get a significant amount of ult charge from that swing.
Exactly. Ooh,
All knocked up.
that was a nice amount of ult charge you got off that.
They seem to go for the main instead of the Sombra now.
Ooh, looks like he's just being able to capitalize off that.
80% ult charge. Very. The Mei will try to freeze him. An insane amount of CC on the enemy team.
But Julian
Minus
almost
hack.
got his ult there. All right, so they're getting picked off one by one again.
They're trying to spawn lock him again. There's a strategy that works very well.
It works very well in terms of morale.
Definitely.
It's not fun getting pushed back to your spawn.
How will you?
Oh, so now Charlie's playing Hanzo. I haven't seen him play Hanzo
He has
in a
ult
while.
already. Very quick.
Ooh, that was a
The mate
good
is
pick.
down. Enemy mate is down. He's popping dragons.
Oh, Julian coming.
And
Wow.
that is a cap.
Wow. That was incredibly aggressive.
It's very interesting how their Mei is going to play out.
Ooh.
Mei has some shots on her. Run is pushing forward. Most likely they will try to.
Ooh, Julian's not going to let them push.
Mei just popped her ult. Julian is slept. You're letting him sleep.
All right, looks like they got the point back yet again.
Julian is still alive. He is being frozen and stunned. How will he get out of this? He got out.
Oh, he knew he was going to die there, so I guess he just decided to speed it up a little bit.
Better than giving them ult charges.
Yep.
That's absolutely true.
All right, so it looks like Jordy's going to try and do a top-down assault, and I guess he's going to try and hack all of them at the same time with the EMP. Oh,
This EMP would.
oh, oh.
Is he gonna go for it?
Looks like I think he's going
He
to
might be going for it.
use his translocator, too, man. Let's see. Putting down the spray.
He might be
usual.
going for it.
Oh,
Knocked him out.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Full team.
Absolutely beautiful.
Full team hack. Arlie.
All right, so let's see what Julian decides to do with his ult.
Popping ult right there. They can't control anyone near her.
All
Mei
right,
just
Mei
popped her
used her ult, so I guess Julian's going to try and push out of there, maybe? Yep,
might
yes
have
he
to.
is. He's going to try and pick up a health pack and go right back to where he was.
They are at 95%.
All right,
Rhine is
they
hacked.
hacked the Rhine.
But the Zarya bubble still helps.
But, oh, wait. Okay, so now they're going to contest the point. Ooh.
This is a very, very interesting. Ryan is trying to keep Julian away.
They might be able to cap this if they work together efficiently.
He just has to touch. As long as he keeps swinging, keeps maintaining that momentum without being frozen or stunned.
I think that's why they might have the Mei and the Brigitte, because they know he's going to try and do something like that. All right, so folks, Hunter has won their second round, which was the third round. So that means that they
Best
have...
out of 5, right?
Yep.
Best
If they
out of
win the
5.
next one, they win it all. It looks like Charlie's getting play of the game.
Let's see how he does. Crazy aim. Let's see. Is it no?
Looks like he was more reliant upon his aim there. That was impressive.
Quadruple. Very good.
That was very impressive. All right, so definitely there is...
They're definitely finding a way to counter the
Exactly.
wrecking ball.
That first round, I feel like that first round where we won, that was just a little way to, dip your foot in the water, see what's going on.
They're measuring up the tanks. They're measuring up the players. They know that he's going wrecking ball. He has to change it up, or else they're gonna know, because they're going triple CC. They have a sleep, they have a stun, and they have a freeze.
Exactly.
Double freeze if you count ult. It's
Quite
very,
a
very,
bit happening.
Is quite a turnaround from the first match. Quite a turnaround. I'm still growing mine.
I know.
I still have hope.
You'll
I have
get there.
hope.
You'll get there one day.
I have hope. All right.
I literally started growing my beard when I was like 16.
We're going off tangent, and we're going
Yeah,
off topic so hard.
We're just having some friendly banter,
Yeah, it's part of the job, It's part of this. Speaking of friendly banter, I enjoy how no one is getting frustrated here.
Not from what I'm seeing.
From what I'm seeing, from what I'm seeing, both teams are playing exceptionally well. They seem to be playing very reliant. The enemy team does seem to be very reliant on their DPS.
So I think if they want to win this next round, they're going to have to absorb the power of Nico's beard. Right, Nico?
It's quite a gorgeous beard, my guy.
So
good talks.
yeah. So
Good talk.
Nico's just kind of watching our camera right now. I don't know what he's doing.
How do you get your beard like that?
All right, so now we're just waiting for whatever updates are going to happen in terms of this next round.
I feel like most likely they will go Mei again. Mei.
They know that Mei works for
Mei
them.
works way too well in every situation, especially on defense, even in attack. Although people don't see her as very viable on attack.
She's
Because
definitely let her color shine as of late.
Because a lot of people think damage. But if you can free somebody, guarantee a kill, guarantee a pick, you can roll right through. That's one of the very like important parts of this game. Getting picks. It's not just, it's not just Junkrat, Torbjorn, Genji. It's not just damage. It's also picks. Picks allow you to get objectives.
Exactly. Looks like now our team is having a little bit of a pep talk. It's a great little way to more what's the word? What's the word that
Increase
like,
morale, boost morale.
Yeah, like that. I was trying to look for a specific word that I couldn't remember, and that voice crack.
Voice crack. My voice got deeper because once I lost my voice, it just stayed like this. So I'm very happy. At least one good thing came out of that.
So I mean,
it's
this is definitely something to watch.
Definitely. I'm very interested in knowing how Jules will turn out. Will he keep Wrecking Ball, or will he switch to anything else?
I think they understand what tricks that Julian might have up his sleeve.
If he switches up, they won't expect it, and they'll have to fix their whole strategy all over again.
I think, yeah, Julian should definitely play strengths, and that would throw them for a loop.
If anything's, maybe they could switch off positions. That'd be very interesting. Because they would expect, they already know the names. They already identified the names with that position. Switching it off might throw them off quite a bit.
Honestly, what they could do, they could get a very agile character. They could get like a Genji or a Lucio or a Sombra, try and divert the team off point, and then back cap it so that they can get the team back on point and then kill them all.
true. Once you back cap, someone will have to go back for you,
Mm-hmm.
whether that be a DPS
Because
or a
that's
tank.
going to pose a major risk to your win if you don't address that.
Exactly. So if you get one or two people diverted from the choke or from the defense,
Mm-hmm.
the owls would be able to push forward.
All right. Yeah.
Limited
Here, I
damage.
made you a mustache.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
a Fu Manchu.
It's very interesting. I could also make it like it's a wise man's beard, you know? Just stroking.
No, it just
Wait,
makes
that
you look,
sounds.
that makes you look like an evil Chinese sorcerer.
Have you ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
Of course. Kurt Russell,
Absolutely.
best movie.
Absolutely, I love it.
Kurt Russell, if you're watching this, I love you. I don't know why you would, because we're just some lowly college kids, but you get my
Lowly.
point.
College. You're right. We are, of course, about to start the match. So let's see, what map is this?
I
What map
think
are we on?
this might be Eisendrach. Yes, I am right.
Lore-wise, isn't this where Baldric was?
Eichenwald, excuse me.
Eichenwald.
Why did I say Eichenwald? Or
Wawa?
Eisendrach. What am I?
Eisendrach.
Isn't
What
that
are you
from Call
on?
of Duty?
What are you on?
What?
I don't know. All right.
Now you're
So-
confusing me.
Exactly, that's the point. If I can't read that, I don't know why I try to read it. It's a
I
very,
can understand certain German
It's a-
phrases.
it's a very
not
lore-heavy
much.
map. It's
Yeah.
a very lore-heavy map.
Die Crusaders stehen wach.
Wash,
What?
wash. It's a W.
No, W is pronounced as V.
Oh, word.
Wach. That's how
Alright.
you pronounce that.
No, back on topic. Hunter is on attack.
So it looks like now they're swapping out as support for another DPS, in which they're deciding to choose Hanzo. Looks like Charlie's deciding to do Doomfist, which, I mean,
Doomfist.
I guess this is a way to vent out some pent-up anger. I mean, nothing lets out your anger more than punching someone into a wall.
Or stunning them, uppercutting them, then ulting. His ult is a very good escape. Not just damage, is also very
It's
very
kind
good
of
escape.
unfortunate that when you really think about it, how it's now used as an escape, but it used to be a viable ult that you could use.
It's still a very viable ult. The one thing I
it's
do have,
incredibly situational.
Attackers incoming.
I've
You'd
always
have
hated.
you'd have to like stun them and then group them together and then come down with the force of 1,000 suns.
Union Owls do seem to be holding him off at choke.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if their Sombra might go for a hack on the Rhine. Because when you take out that
So it
shield,
looks like Julian is aware that they have a Sombra. He's trying to pick out where they might be.
he was just hacked, but then bubbled. It's very good to have a Zarya on your side. Once you're hacked and your shield is down, it's good to get a bubble.
So I can already try and discern what Hunter's trying to do. They're going to try and keep hacking Julian, so they have no choice but to push back to defend it. And the only way that they can really fix it is that they're going to have to
Lucio
kill
does-
them all quickly or kill most of them.
Lucio does seem to be
Ooh.
down. Alright, that is a 4-man. 4 are currently
All
down.
right.
They are capping point extremely quickly.
So it looks like they're trying to group up together. They knew what was going to happen there. But looks like now Slap's going to have to spawn back at an even farther checkpoint, which is a little obnoxious, but
Very
it's
important.
Overwatch.
Rhine is saved.
Charlie's been hacked, so yeah, I would assume he would have died quickly because his Doomfist, you need your skills. That is-
Abilities, his autos aren't very good. He's very heavily dependent on his skills.
Oh wait, Blumo could totally get some usage out of the boot here.
Zarya did bubble herself though. She was safe from it.
Oh no!
It is unfortunate
Yikes.
that Boomo does
Two
not have his
people.
ult. He
Slap
jumped.
and Boomo killed by the Hanzo ult. Have you noticed that about Junkrat though? How he dies and he kind of looks like he's trying to ride a go-kart?
It's pretty lit.
Mhm.
I like it. He's a party animal.
Yeah, it's especially with that circus skin. It's the Joker skin, as I'll call it.
I need to get it.
So I can say we live in a society.
Charlemagne does seem to be down. He has switched to Soldier. Slap does have ult.
So
and
it looks
does
like
Boomo.
Hunter is incredibly aggressive with how they're playing
How
right
will-
now.
How
They're
will Slap
nearly
use that
they're
ult?
nearly at the first checkpoint and they're at almost 4 minutes.
They did take out their Hanzo. Hanzo is down. Anna is low. Anna is down. So is Zarya.
Oh,
Ryan is also
Reinhardt
is also down.
jumped off the cliff. I don't think he knew he was going to do that.
Most likely it was probably just a boot from Leo's Zarya.
And Charlie doing a rocket jump like this is Quake.
Or Team Fortress.
Yeah.
Any team, they do seem to have EMP. They might be comboing that EMP with the Shatter.
They definitely seem to be basing it around stuff that can affect all the team and stun.
They're definitely going less for individual picks, more for.
Yep,
There it is.
There it was. It's basically the equivalent of what they're doing is they're pantsing you and then pushing you to the floor.
Does seem we only have 1 point. He is down.
Oh,
They seem to take the first part.
they are playing incredibly aggressive right now.
The Lucio soccer skin is amazing.
Oh, but looks like the timer has not gone up by too much.
They could definitely hold it up for 4 minutes.
Especially because this is a very choke-heavy part of the map.
Sombra is going very aggressive with those hacks.
We have Charlie back playing Ash. Let's see if his golden aim with his golden gun can get him some golden kills.
Bob.
Ooh, looks like that Earth Shatter was wasted by the enemy Ryan.
Ryan did charge away. They're trying to pull back and they're trying to push
So it
forward.
looks like Charlie knew that he might die there, so he pushed back a little bit. Hanzo
Their
dead.
Hanzo is down. Charlie with the shots. They're back to full health. Diva is
Oh
going for that bomb.
no! Oh, nobody killed by that Diva bomb.
I don't believe it would have killed anyone anyway. It went too high up and
It's
behind
still
the pillar.
nice to keep you on your toes, you know?
Definitely. But it,
All right.
it went on the top of the pillar, so. Diva is low.
Ooh, a swift
down.
punch to the jaw.
That is a very,
Clandestine way to fight.
very. A lot of people forget that they can melee. And it's one of the things I do forget sometimes.
You know, it's one thing that we have to remember even in history. Even before the weapon, there was the fists. Mano a mano.
I can't wait for one of them to know how to. Oh, Zenyatta kicks.
Alright, so Charlie's trying to
For a good
throw
dynamite.
out the dynamite.
He does have Bob up. He just
Oh,
popped Bob.
throws out Bob. Let's see what Bob is able to do here.
Ryan Jules is going for the swings.
This is working out very well. They're actually able to hold it off a little bit. Charlie
Or-
back with the dynamite killing the Lucio.
4 down. It seems that Hunter has just gone for Genji.
Yeah.
Lucio is down still. Yeah. They have to watch out. They definitely have to watch out for that Hanzo ult.
Alright, so it looks like now they're going to keep playing a little bit more reserved because they have to hold this for 2 minutes. Ooh.
That is 1 down.
Hanzo picking up Julian.
Julian is down. Lucio just popped the ult. Hanzo just popped the ult.
So did the enemy Genji. He wasn't able to get anyone with it though.
They're popping all their ults.
They want
We still
this.
do have Bob coming up, and we have
Julian going with the charge. Can he kill someone? Oh
Oh.
my!
that's 2 down on the enemy team. Enemy Ryan is very low. 1 hit, he is down. Charlie with Bob. Zara is down. Their Hanzo
Alright,
is
so
also
they
down.
were able to hold that off.
Very well.
That is very good, especially considering that they just like burned off all their ults in one fell swoop.
Look at Jewel, 99%. He already has ult very quickly. Very well.
So Julian, I guess now he's gonna want to use that Earth Shatter.
They're gonna have to either break or bait that shield down. The enemy Ryan is also trying to bait out and break that shield. How will they deal with it?
So it's really all dependent on who uses their Shatter first.
Enemy Ryan just popped Shatter.
Alright, so now Julian might revenge using his Shatter if he's able to get it.
Now that was
No, Julian's down.
4 people. 5 people down. Charlie's the only one alive.
Alright, looks like
He will have to try and point.
Charlie's not gonna let them get it so easily.
He does have Bob.
All right.
That is the first
Julian
round.
switched to Wrecking Ball at the last second. So now UCC has to make quite a push.
They have to push quickly. They have to try to deal with that. If they have to try to deal with that enemy Ryan. The enemy Ryan is just gonna look for a shatter.
So really, what they have to do now is, if they're able to get past the first couple checkpoints in under, I'd say 3 minutes, then the next, if it goes into a tiebreaker, they could probably win. But then again, like I said, Overwatch is mainly hypothetical, and there's too many factors to count in.
They definitely have to see what will. They have to see what the enemy team's gonna go.
Yeah.
Because if you can't really know how well you're gonna do if you don't know what the team is going.
Strasse? Einbahnstrasse?
Einbahnstrasse.
I took German in high school.
Oh
took
yeah, I
French.
took German when I was younger.
I took
I didn't
French, so
read
I
the
only know a
sign.
little bit.
Yeah.
Enemy team does seem to be going Ryan and lose.
I only know one French word, but you would probably have to censor it.
Fromage?
No, that means cheese.
I know. I surrender. No,
National. No,
to say
actually,
that of them, I didn't see the last part. Stuck.
Gebirgsinfanterie Battalion. Gebirgsinfanterie Battalion.
We're probably butchering all of these, so I
I
apologize.
took a little bit of German. I feel like if my mom was here, she would definitely yell at me for how I'm pronouncing this.
Alright,
All
they
right,
seem to be
so it looks
pushing
like,
through.
yeah.
Wait,
What?
I'm sorry.
Pay
Spectating. It
All right, they have
looks- this is what
3
happens
seconds until they start.
This is what happens when you can see through walls, my guy.
Ooh, Slap playing Reinhardt. I haven't seen this.
They are.
And it looks
Slap
like
is
he's
currently
being
anti.
the angry. What was that? One of the ancient generals of China. That's the skin. Something like that.
Or would that be? They are taking Farah. Jewel is down.
Ooh.
It's a
Part
four,
of it.
It's a
They
three-man
have
anti.
2 hits, 3 hit scans. Excuse me.
They're definitely going to counter that Farah. He just switched to Genji.
Slap knew that he had to back out.
They're trying to spawn lock them again.
Oh, dynamite. Dynamite. Dynamite.
My ultimate is charging.
They have to be very, very careful on this. I'm surprised they haven't gone straight to a choke, not to a choke, but to a spawn lock like before. They're very adamant on holding choke. Charlie with the pick. Zara is down.
Oh,
Their
looks
Anna
like,
is low.
yep, that's what I was expecting. Charlie
Lucio is
used
down.
Bob and is going to try and tear it up. Oh,
Enemy Ryan just caught
Reinhardt
Shatter.
wasted his shatter. They got the point. Julian claiming all the
Very-
credit for that, which, I mean, he can do whatever.
He is currently at 66% ult charge, and he just recently changed back. It's pretty
I
impressive.
guess they realized that Slap might be better playing off Junkrat, which I know he's good with, and they realized that Julian might be better off playing Reinhardt, which he's good with.
Definitely. They do seem to be holding on to that Lucio ult. They're waiting for it. Enemy Ryan is low. Anna is low. She is down.
Oh, if they
Ryan
can
is
pick off
almost
that
down.
Reinhardt.
Ryan is
Oh,
down.
Reinhardt down.
Charlemagne is down, but they can still come back from that. It's still
Enemy Ashe used her
2 for
ult.
1.
They can get rid of that Lucio, excuse me. If they can get rid of that Bob, they should be fine.
Ash is
Jordy
hiding on top of
being
the castle.
incredibly aggressive with his Zarya.
This is how he gets his charge so quickly. He's very aggressive, and he still lives through a lot. Saves that bubble.
Julian literally was on a slither of health. Or sliver. Why did I say slither? I'm mispronouncing a lot
Slithering?
of things. Slithering. Alright, looks like
PJ
PJ
just
popped his
popped
ult.
Transcendence.
Trying to
Wait, not
oh,
Transcendence.
Coalition.
Col-
Or Coalescence.
Coalescence. I confused
Coalition,
it.
Coalescence, Transcendence, Transition. It's funny.
I
They
get
sort.
confused.
Yeah,
It's
that's
easy to get
understandable.
They are pushing very quickly. They do switch to a Hanzo. Their Lucio is down.
It's like Slap is going to try and zone them out by firing grenades at that door. But they might push from the left, too.
Then he
which
puts
they
a
have
trap
to
down.
worry about.
He will put most
Looks
likely
like they're
trap
gonna
seeds.
try.
Trap.
Wait.
Left
Wait.
side.
Oh, someone has to get back a point. There it is. They
There
got
it
to
is.
the next point.
4 men down on the enemy
If they
team.
can
He is
push
like-
this quickly, they can easily get the tiebreaker.
Our Ashe has just popped off.
So it looks like the enemy Zarya has just switched to a Wrecking Ball. Why do you think that is?
They seen Julian play. They need it.
A
He's
lot
most
of
likely
burn-
trying to keep them off point, trying to contest as much as possible.
Now see, what makes Wrecking Ball a formidable opponent is that the only real head hitbox you have is Hammond.
And that is
And it-
very small, very hard to hit unless you're Charlie.
And I mean, even then, this is just
Charlie
from a
is down.
very purely technical standpoint. I don't think, let's assume that the cartridge Ash is using is around a 4570. That would blow a hamster up. I don't know why they make it. Oh, here's a little bit of damage. But that's just my personal
Game
gripe.
balance.
Yeah.
Hammond is low. Hammond is down.
Oh, whoop. They're pushing
Ryan
this
is very
hard.
low. He's back to full.
Oh my!
McCree got
Oh.
with 2 hits on Deadeye. We still do have time. Almost 4 minutes.
See,
We
there
have-
it is with that Junkrat. Riding a go-kart, flying in midair. It's like that initial, you know when you crash your car like in a T-bone or something, you get that initial collision where you just kind of fly out of your seat
I have
a little
a
bit?
very, very bad history with GoPro.
Why do you crash a lot?
No, people crash a lot.
Ah.
They hit me, and then I spin out of control. But let's get back to the game. Hamster is trying to keep them off. Most likely he is looking for some picks. Hammond is
Alright.
very low.
So,
That's a
yes!
that's a
Oh
white.
my
That's
God!
a white. That is
That
clear.
was beautiful!
Clearly white.
Beautiful!
There's Zen is low. Zen is 1. He's
All right,
most likely
so
gonna-
they're now
Zen
gonna
is
have
down.
to. They're gonna if they can push this.
They can push it. They can
quickly.
keep him off.
No, they spawned a tracer just to try and hold them off a little bit.
There's Zen is still down. Hammond is low.
If
Hammond,
Charlie,
Hammond just went the zone. Hammond came in with the zone denial.
ooh. There
They
we
have to
go.
be very careful
Bumo
with those
getting that.
bombs.
All right, well then now they have to push it quickly.
Definitely.
If they can push it within the next like couple of fights, if they can push it within the next fight, they can easily win the tiebreaker.
Once our Lucio does get his sound barrier, it would be very useful against, let's say, not a McCreel, but definitely a Rhino.
Well,
This is
here we
very
have
useful.
Slap and PJ have their ults right now. So I mean, if they want to play it aggressive, if all of them get their ults, they definitely can.
They need to get that pick
There's a
on
lot
that
of yelling
Ryan.
right now, folks. They want this win.
Who wouldn't?
Ooh.
Ryan goes for the charge. It's surprising the amount of damage you can do with a charge, especially once you're super recharged.
Well, I think we also have to. Oh,
That is 2 men down on the enemy team, 3 men down. No.
so I think considering the amount of DPS they have right now, they have Slap, they have Charlie with
3 men
Bob.
down currently.
They can totally push it.
They gotta watch out for the Transcendence on Zen.
Oh wait, they could totally try and push the point too. Wait. Oh,
Ryan is Hamster is low.
I really just want to see if a C9 can happen here, which it's very unlikely, but it's still worth it to try and watch.
They are currently resetting. Jules does have Shatter.
All right, looks like it's
Their
gonna
Hanzo
try.
is
Oh, they're switching to. That's not a Bastion. What was I thinking?
They're sticking to the McCree. It's a very smart choice because
They're relying on the McCree and the Hanzo for their picks right now.
They do be getting a lot. They are getting quite a bit of picks. That skin is very beautiful. I need it.
We live in a society.
I need it. I need that skin.
All
See,
right.
they do have that Hanzo. They have to be very careful on how to deal with it. They have no sustain ults currently. Hamster is very low.
All right, so let's see what they're gonna try and do now. Hamster in the corner.
That is 2 men down on the outside.
It's like Slap is gonna try and kill the Hammond real quick. Oh,
Hammond is down.
looks like Charlie came in with that dynamite.
Hanzo
Killed him.
is also down. Anna is towards half. Zen does have Transcendence again, so they're gonna have to bait it out, or they're gonna have to pick him off as quick as possible. He's very
Well,
low.
considering a Zenyatta,
Zen is down.
I don't think that Zenyatta is gonna be safe against Charlie.
Absolutely not. McCree has done Wrecking Ball.
All right, it looks like they're gonna try and push this one last time.
They're gonna have to stay on it. They're contesting. Ryan is still currently supercharged. He is down. He's down a half. Zen top Transcendence. And that does
All
seem to be
right,
it.
that's it. Hunter won that. So now it looks like Hunter's won altogether.
They played very well at
They
first.
really did.
At first, it didn't seem so. It's probably because they weren't
Oh, we
aware.
have Slap getting play of the game as Circus Junkrat.
It's a very bad idea to try and go through a funnel when you're dealing with a
A
junk
funnel,
rat.
yeah, a funnel with Junkrat it's like
It's
shooting
instant.
fish in a barrel, but you have a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher in
And the
this
fish are
instance.
whales.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
All right. So that was entertaining. That
Definitely a big change from the first match.
hmm
Definitely a big change.
the first when I was commentating a couple weeks ago when they had the initial spring rally, it was a lot better, and so
Hunter does win.
yeah, Hunter won.
wins.
But they definitely were a lot
Cheers.
more coordinated than they were last match, which that's good. That means that they're actually working together. Really, the issue now that I'm seeing is it's not even that they're bad players, because they're not, but they're just slaving to the meta. The enemy teams are always slaving to the meta. That's always how it's going to be.
They seem to be one of the problems here is that they learned very quick on
Exactly.
how to change it. They change instantly.
hmm
They see what they need to counter. They see that Jules is getting picks. They will try to counter Jules, and they
Exactly.
will change according to that. They will change according to whoever switches
They
to
were
DPS.
they were trying to be very adaptive considering who were their primary threats.
Definitely, they have to. They're very quick. They're
hmm
very quick at adapting. It's almost scary. But it was a very close match, though.
hmm
You have to admit, it's very
Hunter
close.
played a very good game.
UCC Owls also played very well. Is doing really good,
hmm
and I'm actually kind of excited to see how they will do next season for both teams.
All right, this is UCC Esports saying goodbye. Any other shout outs that you want to have?
Shout out. Shout out
Well,
to the team. Shout out to for letting us be here. For them letting us be here.
mhm.
It's a very fun experience.
Shout out to the viewers wherever you're watching in the world. I know that you're watching, and it means a lot. Excuse that voice crack, but we love your support. If you're not following us already, please do us a favor, click that little heart up top, and stay notified when we decide to stream. So, this is UCC Esports signing
Signing
off.
off.